On July 26, 1948, the President of the United States signed one page of paper and ended segregation in the American military. It took a threat to make him do it. Black Americans had fought in every American war since the Revolution. They fought in separate units, under white officers, and they were handed the work nobody else wanted: cooking, digging, loading, burying the dead. Then more than 1 million of them came home from World War II. They had helped beat fascism in Europe and the Pacific. They came back to a country that would not let them sit at a lunch counter. February 1946. A Black Army sergeant named Isaac Woodard was pulled off a bus in South Carolina, hours after his honorable discharge, still wearing his uniform. The police chief beat him with a blackjack until he was permanently blind in both eyes. An all-white jury acquitted the chief in under an hour. July 1946. 2 young black couples were pulled out of a car in Walton County, Georgia, and killed at a river crossing called Moore's Ford. One of them had spent 5 years in the Pacific. Nobody was ever charged. In September 1946, Walter White of the NOCP sat in the Oval Office and told Harry Truman what had been done to Isaac Woodard. Truman stood up out of his chair. "My God," he said, "I had no idea it was as terrible as that." That December, he created the President's Committee on Civil Rights. Its report asked Congress to end segregation in every branch of the armed forces. Congress refused. Southern senators promised to talk any civil rights bill to death on the Senate floor. So the pressure came from somewhere else. Philip Randolph had built the Brotherhood of Sleeping Car Porters into the largest black union in America. He knew exactly what leverage looked like. In March 1948, he told the president to his face that black men would never bear arms again until every form of discrimination was gone. Then he founded the League for Nonviolent Civil Disobedience Against Military Segregation and told young black men across the country to refuse the draft. The timing was everything. It was 1948. The Cold War was starting. Truman was behind in the polls. The South had already walked out of his own convention, and he needed black voters in northern cities to win. He could not afford a black draft boycott. Not that year. On July 26, 1948, he signed Executive Order 9981. Read it closely and you find something strange. The order never uses the word segregation. Not once. What it says is this: there shall be equality of treatment and opportunity for all persons in the armed services without regard to race, color, religion, or national origin. He signed a second order the same day, opening the federal civil service on the same terms. Randolph called off the boycott. The generals took their time. The Army argued for years that mixing units would wreck morale. It took the Korean War, where commanders integrated out of pure necessity, to prove that wrong under fire. The last all-black unit in the United States Army was not abolished until September 1954, 6 years after the order. But it was the first time a president used the power of his own office to break an American color line. 7 years before Montgomery, 16 years before the Civil Rights Act. 1 page, 1 signature, and a Union man who understood that the country needed something only Black America could withhold. Sankofa Daily. Sources in the description. Follow and take one more back with you.